What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast, Savage Over Average, right here with Lupe.
What's up, guys?
And we want to thank you guys for watching the YouTube channel, subscribing. If you haven't yet, go subscribe, liking it. We don't get paid for doing this shit. And we're being consistent with it, non-fucking stop, every fucking Monday. Something different. We work full-time jobs. You work today?
Yep.
I work today, and we're still knocking this shit out. He has a fucking family. We got lives. We're still doing it. You know what I mean? So we really would appreciate it if you guys can let us know you guys are appreciating it and like it by giving us a little like right here on the somewhere on the fucking screen. Give us a little like, and that we're adding value to you guys. It's some type of entertainment, something to your guys' life. You know what I mean? It's actually costing us fucking money. Well, it's costing me fucking money to do this. You know, so I'm really hope you guys are getting some what is the word?
Some value?
Some value. There you go. Some value. My bad. But, so what are we talking about today, dog? Fuck, I'm out of it.
Humility.
My bad, guys. I'm having a fucking rough day, like I said.
He really fucking is.
I
Should have
am.
heard. You should have been ranting earlier. Anyways, we're talking about humility and ego. Ego. That's what we're talking about.
Why you say it like that, looking at me?
No, I'm just talking about.
Well, okay.
Did you feel insulted with the
Nah,
word?
never, never.
See, there you go. Then now about you.
Never. So, what is humility to you?
To me, not thinking like you're the shit sometimes when you're not the shit. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Learning that sometimes you're not as good as you think you are. You know? That's kind of how I see it. Like you're kind of humble.
Being humble.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's basically realizing that in this big world, this universe, you ain't really shit. As good as you think you are, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As good of a person you think you are, as good as you think you do things, you're not really shit. Like you could always improve on something.
Yeah.
You're never the best. Like that's just your ego making you think you're better than you are, you're nicer than you are, you're leaner than you are, you have more money. You know what I mean? Like even with money, it goes to your fucking head and you have a big ego.
Yeah.
Thinking that you're better than everybody else when in reality the world will humble you and remind you you breathe the same air as everybody else, you bleed the same fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're not much different than each other at our you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At our core or whatever. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I think so.
How have also
Wait,
what?
no, I got mosquitoes all up in here and shit.
Also like yeah, well, what do you think about ego? Well, you got more to say about that.
No, I just think ego is basically the opposite. I think it's just you think you're like the top notch, like you
Top
think
dog?
top dog, but like you don't like how you say more than you are. Like you're good, yeah, okay, you're good, but then you kind of make it seem like you're fucking like you're God and shit, and you're like you're not. Like you're good, like yeah, cool. Some people are good at what they do, but it's like you're not God. Like you don't. We get it. You're good. Like chill the fuck out. You know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what people just have that ego, like that they just like putting out there. You know. What is it? They're not humble, which is the term everybody always says. They're just not humble.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think egos they go hand in hand sometimes. So back and forth.
Yeah.
I think.
And ego is something, it's funny. It's like when you look at people, everyday people, celebrities, everybody in between. Look at a celebrities, bro. If they could do one egotistic thing, or the way they act, or
Yeah.
the way they treated somebody, and their reputation is tarnished.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at them different. Nobody wants to support them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just look at the person fucking different. Even in real life, somebody, ego, what's it called? Ego tripping.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, I don't want to be around that fucking person. They're too cocky.
Yeah.
You know, there's a borderline between cocky and confidence.
Yeah.
And arrogance, right? And on the flip side, like I said, even a celebrity, when they do humble shit, they treat people normal. They treat people. Adam Sandler, why does everybody like his ass too? Not only does he make great movies, timeless movies, funny movies, but there's been how many shots of him in the public wearing regular clothes, eating regular food, no security, no entourage, no limousine, no, you know what I mean? With the normal fucking people. Being fucking humble.
Yeah.
And people just, I feel like, I mean, I respect that. I admire that. Like, look how much money he has, and he's out here with the common folks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No, you're right.
is there a time that the world has taught you to be humble?
Mm,
I mean, what is one? Because you know we all have them.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good, like something that I can like
Maybe
relate.
you thought you were the shit at something, or you thought you're top dog. You thought you were nobody could beat you, whatever it may be. Was it like when you sold the car and you're flipping cars? You think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make money on this. I'm gonna make money on this, and then
I mean, it's always
you
like
end up buying a bad car, and it teaches you, fuck, I'm not that good at flipping
I've
cars.
always tried to be like like humble, I guess. Um, but I mean, it's kind of been instilled in me since I was like young to try to like not be like that, like one of those people. So it's I try to be like humble for the most part, because yeah, I know that life can take a twist any day. One day you're on top, one day you're in the bottom. You know, so for me, like I said, it's always learning experience. So sometimes it's just the way I see it. It's like a learning experience. But it's like I don't try to walk around like I'm fucking like my shit don't stink. Because I know it's not true. I think sometimes like me knowing that I think it bugs people sometimes that like I'm not how do you say it? I don't know how to explain it. Some people always like be like, oh, you just think you're all that because this and that, and I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking. I'm chill. Like I get it. Like I'm not the best sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, well, you know, because I'm not taking their critique how they want me to take it. Like, well, you're not humble because you're not taking this critique, and I'm like, no, I'm listening to what you're saying. It's just like I already know. Like I need to like be humble. You don't need to come and fucking tell me. But some people get upset and then they just think that they'll say, oh yeah, you're fucking egotistic, and it's like, nah. Like I've been through enough where I know that life isn't like all fucking rainbows and sunshine sometimes. So you come and trying to make like tell me and me not listening to you is like I'm aware, like, but you just want to make it seem like I'm this fucking like, Does that make kind of sense?
Hmm.
So I don't know. Like, so, but naturally, I try to stay like I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm not trying to like, you know, look down on people because sometimes you're on top, sometimes you're in the bottom. You just don't know. Like right now, this might be my bottom, and then later on, I'll be.
But are you open to I guess input or?
Yeah, I'm always open to input, and I think, like I said, I'm always open into input. But I just process like some people get upset when you don't do what they want you to
Yeah.
do, and then it's when they start calling you like, "Oh, you're egotistic and shit," because you didn't do what I said, and it's like, no, I heard what you said. It's just sometimes what you think is right isn't right, and I process it how I want. But some people don't understand that. They take it like too hard, like, oh, he thinks he fucking knows more than me, but it's like it's not always like that. It's just some people take it like that. And I feel like those are the people that sometimes the ones that are egotistic.
I was about to say that. I was about to ask. You think is their ego thinking
Yeah,
I've been doing this for 20 years, so I know more than you,
yeah,
and the way I'm telling you is the best way,
yeah,
but you're not doing it.
yeah. I think so. And it's like I heard, like I said, it's not like I
Yeah.
didn't hear you. Like I heard you. It's just again, sometimes, like you said, it's not the best like method, and it's like
For
you,
you.
yeah, and you want me to
Yeah.
use it, so, and then they get upset. And I think that's a big part in it. Like you said, it's their fucking ego sometimes taking a trip when someone else isn't like, oh my god, you are the shit. Like damn man. So there, I think them trying to sometimes I feel like people trying to humble you is the people that are like how do you say it? Like their egos getting hurt
Yeah.
watching you. Like I don't know, I've seen it where like people start like people will start trash talking on other people, and that person's just doing their thing. They're just doing they're not talking shit about nobody. They're not hurting nobody. But these people feel like they're intimidated, and they come and start like just fucking trying to knock down the person. But the other person's like cool as fuck. They're just doing doing what they want to do. But the other people aren't happy because they're outshining them or they're making them look bad or they're outworking them or whatever you want to say. So I guess some I don't know. I guess some people just like I said they try to make you humble because they think that. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to get at here?
Kind of, but those are kind of asshole people. They're trying to humble you, because the way I see it, like the world's gonna do it. Like I wouldn't try to fucking humble somebody.
Yeah, like I know, like, but I've seen it.
May
Like,
actually made my brother. Maybe because they be talking a lot of shit. All right,
yeah,
let's put the gloves on. All right. I
Oh,
do want to teach you a lesson.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's like to me, it's a good way.
yeah.
I'd rather teach you the lesson than somebody else teach
Listen,
you a
yeah,
fucking lesson.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'd
yeah.
rather you get hit with some gloves than get hit with some bare
Fucking bare
fist.
knuckles and shit.
So
Yeah,
there, I guess try to humble.
yeah.
You know?
But it was like with good intentions.
Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah,
It was with good intentions.
yeah,
Like I said, some people don't have good intentions. They just want to fucking. They're trying to humble you. They're trying to belittle you.
yeah.
You know, and that's again where you have to learn how to interpret and read the people what they're really trying to say. They'll be like they'll tell you need to humble yourself, but it's not that. It's just they want you to fucking belittle yourself, like not, you know.
What's their own insecurities?
Yeah,
Because, like you said, you're not looking up to them for advice or for the experience that they have. You don't. You're not. They don't think you're valuing whatever advice they're
yeah,
giving you. It's their own insecurity, so they
yeah,
want to belittle you.
yeah. Actually, I did have some dumb motherfucker one time call me fucking egotistic. Now I think about it.
You probably had a lot of people.
Nah. This one fucking took the cake and shit.
Took the cake.
Took the cake and shit. He was fucking calling, trying to call me out and shit. I just remembered saying I'm not fucking like I'm egotistic and I'm not humble and shit just because he said I think I'm a shit and I'm like no and I told
Why? Give us some backstory. What happened? Why?
I can't
Who
get
was he?
backstory. I can't get backstories.
You could-
I mean it's kind of hard to.
The people want to know, dog.
Long story short, some guy thought he was a fuck. He thought he was a shit, right? And you know he was trying to fucking I don't know act harder than he was, you know, tough or whatever in front of some fucking female. I think you know where I'm going with the story.
No, I don't.
You were there.
Oh, okay.
This guy, and it turned into where like he started like throwing his fucking smart ass comments at me, trying to like make himself look good. So being me, I can be a smart ass. I started throwing some comments back, and I didn't take it personal. I thought we were just fucking joking around. I was like, we're just messing around, But
Who is this? You got me thinking now. I don't.
I'm not gonna say names.
gotta tell me off
Can't name
camera.
drop out here and shit.
You gotta have to tell me off camera.
Yeah. This was over during COVID
Okay.
when we were doing the fucking lunch program.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Okay.
My secret admirer.
Yeah, your secret admirer. So,
Okay, I know who you're talking
so
about.
see, so his secret admirer was out here, talking shit, trying to impress the female, whatever. So that's cool. Like I said, I was just fucking working, and he keeps on going and fucking going. I was like, all right, cool, that's fine. You want to fucking be like that? That's fine. I'll throw some back. I'm not fucking mad. I'm not upset. So I threw a couple comments back here. Boom, boom. Didn't think much of
jabs.
it. Couple jabs, right? So I was like, I'm done. I stopped. Come around the next fucking day. He comes up to me all sideways, like he's trying to like fucking fight. He starts going off, just like like basically just talking shit to me, like telling me all this shit. You're not fucking humble. You think you're the fucking shit. You fucking walk around out here thinking that you're somebody. All this shit, like just fucking going off. And I'm like,
Because of your position. Because
yeah,
of
because
whatever,
yeah, because of your position, whatever. And I'm like, bro, what? So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know. Like, this was like early in the morning, like fucking 8 a.m. I forgot what happened the day prior. And this guy comes in hot. Like if I had just insulted him that moment.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, nah, you're, all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, what? So I wasn't having it. So I'm like, you know what, bro? It's not my fault. You're not fucking confident enough to fucking walk up with your head high. No, I don't think I'm the shit, but I'm not going to put my fucking head down when I look at you. Like, that's not me being fucking egotistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me having confidence. It's not my fault that you're not fucking confident enough and that my confidence brings you down. Like, I'm not egotistic. I talk to everybody respectfully. I say what's up to everybody. I say good morning to everybody. Like, I'm not that person that thinks like that. But I'm not going to put my fucking head down just because it makes you uncomfortable. And that maybe some people see that shit as being egotistic. But why do I have to put my head down because you're uncomfortable? Just so you can have your head up high, And that is one time when someone did fucking tell me that shit, I'm like, the fuck? I even did some like self-reflecting. I was like, maybe I am fucking walking around like I'm a fucking thinking I'm fucking king shit out here. But I was like, no, I walk around, I walk with my head high, like, and that's just what it is, I'm not going around like telling people they're worthless or that they don't mean anything, but I'm not letting other people like fucking make me fucking put my head down, And that's one time where I did get called like said like that. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, am I? I was like, nah. I was like, nah. I think I might have asked you too. I think.
Yeah, you called me right then and there.
And I was like, am I? Like, is it? I mean, obviously, I didn't fucking think about it while he was there, But I still thought about it. I was like, maybe I was being.
Yeah, after you replayed it, like, where the fuck did this come from? Maybe is he right? You know, I think those are normal thoughts.
Yeah, I
You're
was like,
questioning, like you said, you're questioning it, doing
and if
some.
I was like, I think if I was like someone that was egotistic like that, I wouldn't reflect on it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was humble enough to be like, you know what? Let me fucking reflect. Let me ask somebody that knows me outside perspective. Does he think I'm fucking like egotistic? You know? I don't know. I remember what you answered, but no, you said no. Yeah, you said no. I was like, no, you
Yeah.
said no.
I
Yeah,
said, nah, that fool's a bitch.
yeah. So like I said, it's like,
Yeah.
but sometimes again, people think they want you to be humble because they're not confident with themselves. They're not happy with themselves, and they see you, fucking head up high. They're like, nah, you think you're the shit, blah blah blah. You fucking. I'm like,
You took this from me. You took my position. You took my girl. You took.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
So I was like, bro, what? Nah, what? Just all because you literally just had your head held up high, like And so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Does I sound like I'm being egotistic? Does it sound like I don't know? Do you think I'm egotistic the way I'm just trying to say it or describe it?
Nah.
But I mean, you know me enough to know, like, say I'm usually pretty fucking like, hey, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, at least a good,
How do you do it?
hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So I don't think that, like, say if I was someone that was egotistic, I wouldn't even talk to you. I'd be like, fucking, out here like looking away from you,
Yeah.
and So I don't think I'm like that. But again, some people just, if you don't kiss their ass and shit too, they think you're fucking being
The only thing,
egotistic.
yeah, the only thing, I'm gonna say it.
Please don't say it.
I gotta be honest.
Please don't say it.
I've told you this before too.
Probably.
Uh, I think you're smart. You're very smart. But
But
sometimes you think you're too fucking smart.
there you go.
That,
Yeah.
like in that sense, sometimes I think we all have ego. Some in more places than other. We all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a video game. You know how it says strength,
Yeah.
power, speed, fucking defense, whatever it
Oh
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like in that aspect, you're fucking really you're pretty smart.
Yeah.
You're pretty smart, but sometimes, yeah, you do feel like you're too smart.
Oh, there you go.
Because I've heard it before, and it's changed my perspective when somebody said, if you think you're the smartest person, no, they said a smart person's weakness is thinking that they're the smartest person in the room.
Mm.
Because it's like, oh fuck, it's true. You know what I mean? Because you're really not. You might be smart, but it's like you don't want to think that.
Yeah.
Because you're already thinking you're smarter than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know. But have I told you that?
Yeah, I think so. When we
Yeah.
first when we first met, when we first you did fucking mention some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen to this guy.
Huh?
Like, don't listen to this guy. No, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, that was like one of the biggest things. After you kind of told me that, I kind of tried, tried working on that.
Yeah.
Cause I can't fucking, like you said, that's like, oh, there you go. That's like a humbling thing right there. Like a humbling like, hey, dude, you think whatever.
Because we're talking, we're cool. We became cool friends, and I told you the same way I'm telling you now. I was like in a cool way, like, hey, dude, you're fucking smart, because you are.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, like, you're not the smartest motherfucker out here.
Yeah.
You're not the, you know what I mean?
Well, we were during COVID. There was only 2 motherfuckers in there, so me and you. So So.
Okay, you might be the smartest motherfucker. Nah, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? In the school, in the environment, in your field, like,
I get it. Yeah, no, I get it.
And it's easy for anybody.
I think too back. I was younger too. I think.
Oh yeah, 5 years ago.
6, 5,
Yeah.
6 years ago. So I was also younger then. So
Yeah.
I was still like 20. So
I think everybody.
I think in the 20s everybody thinks they're
I
Superman.
think everybody gets caught up. Everybody can get caught up with their ego and think they're the shit and think they know everything, and they forget to ask questions, or they're embarrassed to ask questions. Like, dude, in life we're all students of life.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I don't care what it is. That's why I love talking to old people, because old people got so much knowledge, stories. Even the world before 50 years ago, the world was totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just hearing their stories, their experiences, things that what they appreciate in life. And they always say time, family, experiences,
Yeah.
that's what they appreciate.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that well, before we get into that, was there, how do you think I'm egotistic? Or what aspects am I, since you've known me, since now? I know it's a long list, but we only got a couple, so make it short.
I think for the most part you're pretty like, what's it called, like humble for the most part. It's just sometimes when you but I'm pretty sure we bonded to this when you don't, sometimes when it's your way, it's like you're like stuck on you don't want to process the information that other people are giving you.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you said, like, I think I'm the smartest motherfucker in the room. Some things you think that you know best in the room, type of shit. I think that's your thing. But I mean, you're better than you were when I fucking met you. So that's a big fucking improvement.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it goes back to like, it matters who the fuck is coming from.
Yeah.
Like, you could be 20 years working the same position,
Yeah.
but if you don't do the job right, or
Yeah.
you haven't moved up,
Yeah.
like, you're stuck there. So why am I gonna listen to you about how to move up
Yeah.
when you haven't done it?
Yeah.
It matters who the fuck is coming from. Somebody could be there, and it could be vice versa. I could be there 5 years in that position. Somebody new comes in, 1 year they move up. Oh fuck, I'm gonna ask them how the fuck they did it.
Yeah.
Because obviously
Yeah.
whatever they did worked.
Yeah.
I'm still here. They're
Yeah.
not. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how much something they did, something they said, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to know.
Yeah.
So I value that. Like, I would look at that person with more knowledge or something if I want to move up
Yeah.
in that aspect.
No, I just answered your question. You don't gotta give me excuses.
Well, I'm giving them excuses.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's not just
yeah,
you,
yeah.
bro.
It's like, bro,
It's not just
no,
you.
I'm not trying to attack you. You asked me a question, and I was like, cool. Like, that's it. But I mean, like I said, you've gotten better at it. Like, you know, like,
Yeah. And like I said, I pick and choose who the fuck it's from.
like, what was it? What was it that? Oh, you're fucking running. When I
Yeah.
fucking told you this, you're like, fucking don't run too much. You're like, well, you don't fucking run, blah. And you're going off and shit. You're gonna injure yourself and shit. Well, I'll fucking injure myself, and then you fucking injure yourself.
Name somebody who had, like,
But what I'm saying is that we were trying to like tell you like maybe fucking slow it down and shit. You're like, nah, I'm gonna keep on fucking running, blah blah blah. David Goggins and shit, and then that. But like stuff like that, you know, like sometimes it's like, but like you said, you're one of those that you have to has to come with somebody else.
not just that, but the way I injured myself wasn't like not recovering or running too much of excess. It was, I took one step the wrong way and my ankle twisted.
But then you remember you were trying to run after that, remember?
That part, yeah.
Remember we're like, hey bro, chill out, chill. That's what I'm talking about. That's the part I'm talking about. Yeah.
Because you told me before too. You told me a lot.
Yeah.
You told me
But it
before. You
doesn't
told me
fucking matter.
after.
Yeah. But remember that's like that kind of scenario type of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So, again, just trying to fucking.
Nah, I still feel the same way, bro.
Yeah. Again, I can't. It takes time, bro. Like I said, it can't fucking make you change in fucking overnight. This is like a 20-year project, you know.
Nah. Because you, like, how much you run?
20 years gonna be 40.
How much you run?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's like if I try to give you advice on how to sell cars.
Yeah.
Like, I might give it to you, which is fine and everything. Some of it I might be right.
Yeah.
So a different outside perspective.
Yeah.
But then some of it's like, nah, fool, but you ain't seen this, and this.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, you're right. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. No, I mean.
You know.
Yeah.
But then there's some stuff where it's like, hey, dude, fucking make videos on TikTok. Fucking get different funny videos, different angles, different cars, whatever, fucking drone shots, whatever it may be. It's like, well, fuck, yeah, that's cool. But it's not gonna help me sell cars. Well, yeah, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
It's a different, you know what I mean? That might be something that's insightful just from somebody from the outside that, you know, you never know. We always gotta listen to fucking people. That's one of the things that let go of ego, yeah, for sure, is listening. Yeah. But one of the times I got humbled at a young age, like you said, when you're young, you're fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Nothing fucking hurts. You could get a couple hours of sleep, you're good. You're ambitious. You want for me, I wanted everything. I wanted all the best car, the best jewelry, the best, whatever you name it. And in my head, I was gonna have it all, you know. And then I used to work. I remember I would always work the overtime I got offered because in my head I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna work all the overtime. I'm gonna do all the side jobs. Any money mattered. Like, fuck it, it is what it is. Like, that's how I was brought up to, you know what I mean? Work hard, kick ass, and save your money, whatever. And then I remember it wasn't until my dad got sick, and I had never lost nobody close to me. Maybe like an aunt or uncle you hardly fucking see, so it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
You know. So then when my dad got sick and he told me he got cancer, I was like, well, fuck. Like, it just hit me like a freight train.
Yeah.
And cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit me like a freight train, and I still thought like, oh, he's gonna be good, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But as the time progressed, as the months pass, and he's on doing more chemo, doing different treatments, you see him like deteriorate before my eyes. The person that I knew growing up is not the same person that's here now. I got to help him up.
Yeah.
I got to do things for him that he's, you know what I mean? That he would do no problem. And then once he passed away, I was like, fuck. That shit just hit me at an all-time low where it's like, man, I actually kicked myself in the ass for working all the overtime. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I shouldn't have worked all these overtimes. And I worked when there was birthday parties. I worked on fucking any day they told me. I don't give a shit if it was his birthday, my birthday, like
Yeah.
my little brother's birthday. Everybody's at my house, um, partying it up.
Yeah.
And me, I had like pride in like, you know what, I'm working. No matter what, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna work the overtime,
Get the money.
get the money.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna move up in the company or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it may be. But once he passed away, I
That's your car.
I
Shit
kicked
getting
myself in
stolen.
the ass because I was like, man, all those Saturdays, Sundays I worked, all those late hours, like I should have spent more time with them. I should have been here for those parties. I should have been around the family more.
Yeah, you realize that there's more to than that money.
Yeah, bro. That's one time when it taught me like fuck. And then not just that, but to me he was always healthy, the strongest man I knew, not physically, but like spiritually, emotionally, pretty fucking wise. So to me, he was somebody I looked up to, and he was no longer here. So it just taught me like anybody can get taken at any moment.
Yeah.
You know, I know he had months that he had left, but you just realize how precious life is, and it sucks that something so painful had to happen to appreciate
Other
peace
stuff. Yeah.
when it's not when there isn't that. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
life isn't throwing those things at you.
Yeah. Those curveballs and shit.
Yeah, bro. So it sucks, but it did teach me. It did teach me to not take things for granted.
Yeah.
I remember he told me where he was sitting on the porch,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, what's up? You okay or what?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here." I'm like, "Doing what?" Mind you, I'm like 23, 24, so I'm a youngster, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just sitting here enjoying the day." I'm like, "What the fuck? This dude is," because he started
Tripping.
taking the pills, and he would kind of say stuff that didn't make
Oh,
sense
yeah,
at
yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna sit with you." He's like, "Oh, okay." So we're sitting there, and then I'm like, "So what's up? So how's it going?" He's like, "You know, I'm just sitting here looking at the trees, looking at the birds, hearing the birds, um, you know, just looking at the cars pass by, feeling the sun." He's like, "All these things I took for granted
Yeah.
that you know, like we see every day, and when I was in the hospital for 30 days recovering from my surgery, I didn't see none of this."
Yeah.
He's like, "And one day I might not see none of this," and I was just like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Though.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it hit me when he said that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck, he's already kind of we're losing him,"
Yeah.
and just the younger me was like, "No, no, that ain't gonna happen," you know.
Yeah.
But it just I always remember that conversation, and it always hit me like the simplest things in life. He's like, "How many times I walk inside, I get out from work, come inside the house, I got a bunch of shit I gotta do, I
Yeah.
gotta do this, like fast paced. We're all
Yeah.
fast paced. I gotta make dinner, I gotta wash, I gotta fix this." He's like, "I always walk by that tree and I never really truly appreciated it. The life it gives the house, the life that it gives the animals, the fucking birds, how nice, you know what I mean? The birds, how they sound."
Yeah.
He's like, "I never really paid attention to it. The clouds, look how the sky looks like on a nice day with
Yeah.
when it's not foggy." And I was just like, shit, like fuck, that's true.
Yeah.
So ever since that day, bro, I always like learned to appreciate the
Appreciate.
small things,
Yeah.
you know. So sometimes like when I look at the clouds, like fuck, like let me appreciate that shit because maybe one day I won't be able to see it,
Yeah.
you know. Especially like when we're doing fast pace, life is just seems hectic, whatever. Like you know what? Sometimes you know we work in the morning,
Yeah.
so in the morning you hear the birds a lot.
Mhm.
So every time I hear them too, I think about that, like you know, yeah, bro. It's just, and it's important because like especially how like we were talking about in the beginning of the podcast, we all have jobs, we all work, we all want the best things in life.
Yep.
But what does it matter when you don't got your health, your
Yeah.
sanity, your mobility, you know? Like that thing really, all those things are just things at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not the same as being able to get up, walk around, talk to your family, talk to your loved ones. Like
Yeah.
those are the things you really gotta be humble and have humility of because those are the things, you know what I mean, that
That matter.
really are the most important, bro.
Yeah.
You know what some dude was telling me yesterday? He said that his dad was sick,
Mhm.
and his dad had cancer. He used to go see him in the hospital, and that there was a guy next to his dad, really old man, But he said nobody ever came to visit him. Nobody, he didn't have no family, I guess. So he was he felt bad for him. So he'd go over there, talk to him. Hey, excuse me, sir. You need help with anything? You want me to get you some water? You need your bed adjusted, whatever. Like, just to talk to him, even if it was like 5 minutes. And the guy's like, nah, nah, I'm fine, thank you. He's like, but you know what, man? If there's one thing I could tell you, is never take anything for granted. I
Yeah.
guess he had one of those, what is it? Catheter? What is it? The catheter?
The one that where you have to lay the bag or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that you can't urinate on your own or
Yeah, the
something.
bag. Yeah.
Or I no, that he had that, and then he had like prostate cancer. So I guess when he asked him if he needed water, he's like, nah, I don't want to drink too much water because then I got to go pee, and it fucking hurts because I can't go pee.
Yeah.
Because my prostate's too fucking, as cancer, it's all
Yeah.
messed up. So he's like, next time you go to the restroom, man, anytime you go to the restroom, be grateful you can go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt. He's like, because man, I took that shit for granted, and now look, my last days are in pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck.
Just something as simple as
We don't
yeah,
think about it,
yeah.
bro.
we just do it. We
You don't
yeah.
think about it, like,
So it's taken from you. Yeah.
dude, it's like, damn, that's fucking true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It is.
What you think?
No, it's true. Like I said, a lot of people don't appreciate that. They don't look at that. They go on with the day and with the motions, and like I said, they just don't appreciate a lot of stuff that they're going like that's around them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the fucking trees, the fucking wind. Like sometimes I'm at work and I'll be like, huh, like my site is pretty cool. Like sometimes I'll send Angie a picture like, look how because I'm close to a mountain, so it's all green and you could see that, and then you see like the hawks passing by and like. And I'm like, oh shoot, I even fuck around, but I work at Nat Geo and shit,
Yeah.
because it's like I'm like cool, it's a nice view, but a lot of people like are so busy like like you said, complaining and bitching and all this and that and so fast paced, and it's like they never realize how beautiful the mountain looks or how nice the breeze feels and stuff like that. So
Oh, that they're even able to go outside.
yeah,
Cause like I remember thinking, man, I'm so glad I don't have an office job because that would suck. I'd hate being inside all day.
I feel the same
Like
way.
as much as the summer's coming, we work outside. It's fucking
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
Everybody complains. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot.
And they're in the office.
I don't have an office job.
Yeah.
Because as much as it sucks that we're out there in the sun, the wind, the rain, like it's good for you, bro. It's good to get out, get some fresh
Yeah.
air. You're not stuck inside.
Yeah.
And the same dude that was telling me that story yesterday, man, crazy. The dude's like 50 something years old, so he has a lot of fucking stories, and I
Yeah.
enjoy listening to him and asking questions. What do you think about this? Why didn't you do this? How, you know what I mean? Whatever.
I don't think 56 is that old, but okay.
Huh?
56 is not that old.
Yeah, I think it is, bro.
I don't think 56 is that old. Okay.
Bro, a lot of people don't make it to there.
I guess.
A lot of fucking people don't make it to 56, dog.
That's
And
true.
there's a lot of people who they might make it to 56, but it all depends on how much life you lived in that. Because somebody could be 30, but they have so much experiences, they have a lot of life in them,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And somebody could be 60. They had one fucking job, one fucking partner, no kids, one kid. Like, did the same, ate at the same place for fucking 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, didn't travel
I
anywhere,
guess.
didn't go anywhere. So, you know what I mean? They could have no fucking life in them.
Yeah.
They just did the mundane shit.
Yeah.
They never took any risks. They never, you know what I mean? They never did any challenge. They never challenged themselves at all. They don't know what fucking struggle feels like. They don't know what building something feels like.
Yeah.
But the dude was telling me that he had multiple opportunities to move up in the company. The supervisor would come ask him, hey, you should apply for it. Or, hey, we want to promote you to this position, that position. And he always declined it. And I was always like, fuck, why the fuck would you decline it? More money. He's like, nah, man. He's like, I never wanted the extra stress. I knew that it would not be good for me
Yeah.
and that I couldn't manage it.
Yeah.
And it could possibly like take me away from my family
Yeah.
and have me taking my work home to my family.
Yeah.
He's like, where I was at, I made enough money. I was cool. I was comfortable. I had the weekends off that I wanted. I worked a certain hours. I didn't take work home with me. I love my job.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, that's interesting because like everybody would want to move up. Everybody wants more money. Everybody wants nicer stuff. But then I was like, oh, you kind of got to figure it out. I mean, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
It made me think, like, that's pretty fucking cool to be actually acknowledge that. Because how many people go for the promotion or take their work home and the stress just adds to their life. Then they take it to their family
Yeah.
and they're just miserable. They might have a nice house. they might have a better car, they might be making more money.
Yeah.
They might one time a year they might go travel to fucking Paris, but the rest they're fucking miserable. They hate their fucking job. They're
Yeah.
just doing it,
To get by.
huh?
To get by.
Because they think they have to.
Yeah.
But the people sometimes the people who don't make the most money,
Are the happiest.
they're the happiest, bro. They're
Yeah.
going to work chirpy. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. It's a beautiful fucking day. Yeah. The manager is like, I don't know how we're gonna hit this number. These people haven't made this order yet. We don't have enough money to purchase these things. Like, what the fuck?
Then the motherfucker comes and says, I don't know, but we're gonna do it. Comes
Huh?
off, that guy comes in, I don't know, but we're gonna do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
That or he fucking goes in, he fucking clocks out, goes home. All right, see you later, see you tomorrow. The other guy, he's a salary, so he's trying to figure out he don't go home till another couple hours.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like we make more money, but it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It was just interesting to me, and I think it's something that we all need to be reminded of. You know, to be happy, not to be to be happy, to be happy with the things that we take that we think we take for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Appreciate them. Go for a fucking walk. Go whatever it may be. It sounds so simple and so stupid, but it feels good. It feels good. Mother Nature's like one of the best healers, bro. Just to get out, hear the fucking the wind in the trees, hear
Yeah.
that different animals, see the trees, see nature, get some sun, vitamin D. Like we're supposed to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Somewhat outdoors,
outside,
bro.
yeah.
Somewhat out there in the universe.
Yeah.
You know. Anything else you want to
No.
close off with?
No.
With your egotistical ass?
No. I'm not egotistic, but okay.
Huh?
I'm not egotistic, but okay.
You are. The guy told you were.
Fuck that guy too. What the fuck? Sorry, let me humble myself. Fuck that guy still.
Huh?
Fuck that guy.
All right, guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Hope you guys got some value from it. Like we said, like it. Please give us a fucking like. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. The one rocking with us. There was 20 people watching it every fucking week. We should have 20 likes. Come on, guys. Ring that shit up. We appreciate you guys. Let's keep it going. Keep the momentum. Fucking Savages out. Peace.